The man was buried alive by a mudslide. He rolled down the car window to see how deeply he was buried, but unexpectedly, a large amount of mud poured in through the window. Frightened, he quickly closed the window. Before he could catch his breath, he heard the sound of the sunroof shattering. He hurriedly took out some tape and tried to prevent the glass from breaking further. However, the thin tape could not withstand the weight of the soil above. Just as he was about to be buried alive, the man suddenly discovered a steering wheel lock under the seat. He wedged the steering wheel lock above the sunroof, and the situation was finally brought under control. He could finally relax a little, but it was because of this relaxation that he committed the stupidest act of his life. Thirsty, he picked up a bottle of mineral water and drank it all. Only then did he realize that he had almost finished drinking the life-saving water. He was both regretful and anxious because he didn't know how long it would take to escape from this desperate situation. A lack of water meant that his chances of survival were slim, but what's done was done, so he simply picked up the mineral water and drank it all. Even worse, he slowly began to feel short of breath because the oxygen in the car was running out. If he didn't come up with a solution, the man would suffocate to death. He quickly took out a folding chair that was idle in the car, and then pulled out the hollow steel tube from the folding chair. Next, the man removed the cap from the mineral water bottle, and then drilled a small hole in the cap with a nail clipper. Then, he found some hemp rope, tied a dead knot, and threaded it through the bottle cap. Finally, he stuffed the hemp rope into the hollow steel tube and let the bottle cap seal the mouth of the tube. After assembling these things, the man couldn't help but admire his own cleverness. Little did he know that the most desperate moment was yet to come. He put on gloves and straightened out the wire. Then, he used the wire to drill a small hole in the sunroof. Immediately after, he gripped the steel tube tightly and forcefully pushed the steel tube upwards through the small hole. But the soil was very compacted, and the thickness of the soil completely exceeded his imagination. The entire 1.8-meter-long steel tube failed to extend to the ground surface. The man began to panic. He hurriedly dismantled the second steel tube, stuffed the rope in using the same method, and then connected it to the first steel tube. Then, he forcefully pushed the steel tube upwards. But this time, he found that the steel tube seemed to be blocked by something. No matter how hard he tried, it was useless. The man cried in despair.